Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to upgrade and max out your Scrappy as quick as possible. So the things that you need, 1 dog collar, 3 lemons, 3 apricots, 6 prickly pears, 6 olives, a cat bed, 12 mushrooms, 12 apricots, and then 3 very comfortable pillows. This is for anybody who's newer to the game or planning on doing the expedition that's coming up soon. So no matter what kind of player you are, I think this will help a lot of different people just to get this out of the way fast. The first place I'm going to go to is going to be Buried City. That's the first place that I would recommend starting at, and I'll show you why. I'd also bring a hatch key as well just for picking up the speed of things as well as adrenaline shots. Once you're in Buried City, the first thing you need to upgrade Scrappy on the first level is a dog collar. So we're going to go straight to the red tower. It's down here in the bottom right part of the map. Alright, so here's the red tower. You can literally see it's a red tower. Go in here. Yeah, there's another entrance in the back side of this, or you can go on the roof. And then just go upstairs and search all the lockers. Search these first. They're literally first one, dog collar. I'm pretty sure a dog collar spawns there every single time. And then while you're at it, you got a cat bed, so we do need that. We need one of those. And then once you look at those lockers, check a few other lootable spots. Then you can go over here. There's some drawers that spawn up on this roof area. You got another cat bed, but there's your pillow, so you need 3 pillows. We got one of them. 3 cat beds. So I got 4 cat beds. I only need 1. But yeah, so that's the first step. You at least get the dog collar out of the way. You'll get, pillows and cat beds. So then you can save those. Alright, so once you're done searching all the spots at the red tower, you're going to want to kind of go on the outskirts over here in the courtyard. Go through here. I'll kind of show you where I'm going to be going. I'm going to be going like around this area. And you'll see here in a second. Alright, and then you see these bushes, like the cactuses. So look for these because they do sometimes spawn prickly pears. And this, just to show you on the map, this is where I'm at, kind of by the church ruins. It looks like, unfortunately, none of them really spawned here. So there's a couple other spots we can check, though, along the way. Alright, so here you go. Prickly pear, there's 1. Prickly pear, there's 2. Prickly pear, there's 3. This is where I'm at on the map, just to put in perspective. Right outside Plaza Rosa, right in the outskirts, kind of by the church ruins also. So I got 3 off there. You need 6 total. I don't think there's any more left in this little batch of cacti. We'll check these. We'll check these. Alright, looks like none left over there. Keep going to the outskirts, though. Go like south, southwest. Look for more cactuses around here. But that's at least, if you don't find all 6, you usually probably wouldn't. You can just load back in, go back to the red tower to get, your pillow, 2 more pillows, and then you can go back in and get 3 more prickly pear. So the other location I'm going to go to, where they sometimes drop prickly pears, is going to be right over here.
Let's go to that location.
Right here on the map. Abandoned highway camp, just put in perspective, but it's like right behind this wall. So you see there's cactuses right here. No prickly pear. Okay. Well, looks like they didn't spawn there. You just have to. So if that happens to you, though, extract spawn back in if you need to, and just go to those locations. You should be able to finish it after that. And then the next spot we're gonna go to is Murano Park, and this is where we're gonna find a few more items. So this location is pretty heavy on arc, so you're gonna have to be careful. But even right here, there's 1 lemon. So you're gonna find lemons over here. I believe there's also apricots. But you see this tree right here. Go to this, and there you go. 1, 2, 4 apricots. See if there's any more lemons. There's even some great mullein here too if you need it, just for making herbal bandages. But yeah, keep looking around, see if there's any more lemons. We already got the apricots. The first level of apricots, you only need 3, but you're gonna need 15 apricots total. So to get Scrappy maxed out. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be heavy with arc, so I would bring an anvil just so you can get rid of them quickly. Oh, here we go, another apricot tree. 1, 2 more. And it looks like we got another tree with lemons. Perfect. Here's another apricot. And we got another tree you can kick. There's another apricot. So yeah, just keep looking around in the Murano Park area, because there's you're either going to find lemons or apricots on the ground, and then also trees that you can kick to basically produce them and drop out of the tree. They kind of look like this. Like you want to look for trees that look like this. So you see this, it kind of has, you know, the yellow type leaves on it. But yeah, there also is typically a big arc that spawns over here, like a bombardier. So like I said, you got to be careful. I'm gonna get out of harm's way for now. But this is why I usually start at Buried City. Already have 8 apricots, 3 prickly pear, 2 lemons, 5 cat beds when you only need 1, a pillow, dog collar. So right there, you knock out a lot of it. After that, you can extract from Buried City if you think that you've, you know, exhausted all of your searches in the Murano Park. All right, so after you did that, if you still need to get, you know, if you still want to go back to Buried City to get the comfortable pillows, go ahead. You'll probably find 1 to 2 more at the Red Tower. You can also go get more apricots and lemons and try to knock those out as well. And then also the prickly pear. So the next items you're going to need are 6 olives and 12 mushrooms. I'll show you where to get both. And the next map we're going to head to is going to be Spaceport. All right, once you get into Spaceport, pull up the map. Luckily, I actually spawned right by it. You see where this little hangar is? You're going to want to go kind of where this hatch key is. So I would mark that as the location for now, just to make it easier for yourself. And then the item that we're going to be grabbing here is going to be the mushrooms. This one, in my opinion, is the most annoying. Although I would also argue that the dog collar is the most annoying, even though it's easy to find once you know where it's at, which would be the Red Tower at Buried City. But yeah, this is another location where it's a heavy arc presence, so there'll be a Bombardier Bastion, something of those sorts here. And then, of course, your friendly neighborhood Hornets. And then also, as an added bonus, when you're on your way to get the mushrooms, there's actually going to be some trees where you can get some apricots at. So, I'll show you on the map. I see I'm in this little trench right here. How the walls, you know, are around me. This is the little row you're going to walk down all the way to the end of it. And that's where you're going to find the mushrooms. But if you still need the apricots, then you'll find some of these trees along the way, which is just a nice added bonus as far as efficiency, or if, you know, you want to go get the mushrooms and you just need a couple more apricots. All right, so once you're at the end, you'll see this wall. Go right over to these trees over here. You see? Here you go. You got mushrooms. This is, I think, I could be wrong, but I think they spawn there every time. Unfortunately, you're not going to get a ton of them a lot unless you do like a Lush Blooms event, which will yield a lot more. So I got 3 right there. I believe they could spawn on one of these 2 other trees also, but yeah, just back in this area is where you're going to find them. Just to show you once again on the map right here. And then you can do that, you know, you need 12 mushrooms, so unfortunately you can do that 4 times. I'd recommend doing it during the Lush Blooms event, which just means that you have a higher yield rate, spawn rate for all of the sort of nature things that you need. And this is also why I say bring a hatch key, because the hatch is also right there. So you can grab your mushrooms, take this ladder up here, and then go extract. And then you can do that a couple more times till you get all the mushrooms. And then we will go get our olives, which I'll show you next. And we'll pretty much be done getting Scrappy fully maxed out. And then the last map we're going to go to is going to be Blue Gate. The matriarch is here, so it's going to be a heavier arc presence, but it doesn't really matter for where we're going to go. All right, once you get to Blue Gate, pull up the map. I know this is going to sound crazy, but you're going to want to head to the Olive Grove to go get olives. Unfortunately, I spawned very far from the location, but go to the Olive Grove, which is right down here at the bottom of your map. All right, so once you get to the Olive Grove, as you can see, you can also see that you can get lemons as well here too. So if you still need those extra supplies before you fully upgrade Scrappy, you can get them. But first thing we kick here, there's an olive. So look for these trees that look somewhat like this. Looks like this one doesn't have any. Go up here to this one. Kick this one, and then it should produce olives. They kind of hide from me when you kick the olive tree, so just keep your eyes on it. But there's also some on the floor, like there. You can even get more apricots if you need it. So this is also a really good spot for any extra stuff that you need. I will say, though, the one confusing part about the olive grove that I didn't know about is you see how we're actually on like the logo olive grove here. I was told once by somebody that actually you want to go across the street and you'll find more opportunity to get olives than you would where you think you would. So here you go, another olive. And then, yeah, just go to these trees that look kind of like this, and you should be able to find some on the ground, or you can kick them. But this one is pretty easy. But yeah, go across the street, because there's just more trees that you can do this with. And then if you still need apricots or whatever other fruits. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. But yeah, these trees right here, this is what you're going to want to look for. More olives, more olives. And just like that, we have 8 olives, and you're done. And then the beautiful part, like the other locations, there's a raider hatch right over here, and then you can head on out. And that's pretty much it. 3 maps you got to go to. Some of them you're going to want to go back more than once, but if you're just looking to upgrade and max out Scrappy as fast as possible, that's it. Anyways, I hope this video helped you guys max out your Scrappy as quick as possible. If you liked the video, feel free to give a like. If you guys want to see more videos from my channel, feel free to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and have a great rest of your day.